I want to say goodbye to my 9 to 5 job. I really want to quit my 9 to 5 job. I'm a truck driver. I've had my CDL Class A license for the past 9.5 years, almost 10 years. Actually, in 2025, it'll make 10 years in 2025. And I'm ready to quit my job because my dispatcher is playing games with me, wasting my time, literally wasting my time. They promise me a certain hours a week of pay. They don't deliver. They make promises that they don't deliver on. They expect me to sit and wait without pay. And I'm like, yo, I'm not about to sit on my hands without pay. Give me the work that I signed up for. I signed up for a certain amount of time. I have a son. I have a wife. I have a family to take care of. I've got bills, car notes, rent, debt. Don't have me sitting around on my hands just waiting for whenever you decide to send me some work. It's messed up. As a truck driver, it's messed up. This is why truck drivers don't stay in trucking companies for too long, because of dispatchers. Because your dispatcher, they should make sure that you stay employed. I'm not about to sit out here without pay and you just expect, I'm just going to wait a week, no pay, no income coming in. I got bills coming. I got bills. Are you serious? This is one of the reasons why I want to be a trader. I want to trade the S&P 500. I want to trade options. And I want to say goodbye to this 9 to 5 job, this gig where I have to depend on somebody else for my income. Where if I upset them in any way, or if they don't have any work for me, they just expect me to just sit around and just wait and not make any choices or decisions without them, because they're not giving me work to take. And then the type of work that they give me is work that they already know that I don't want. They're like, well, eat dookie butter. I'm not for that. If you are a truck driver, you know exactly what I mean. They'll literally park you for a week without pay. That's messed up. I'm tired of it. I'm done. And I have a way out. At least I think I have a way out. This is my problem, though, with quitting. I'm not financially prepared to quit. It's so hard because I don't have the necessary amount of money built up to quit and go get another job. It's a problem. I got about $1,200 to play with. That's all I need. Or it's not necessarily that's all I need, but it's all I got. That's all I could do. That's the only little bit of money that I can use to play with. Because I only have $1,200, I'm afraid that it's not enough money to use and trade consistently, because there will be losses in trading. It's part of the plan, but it's damn, with $1,200, is that enough? I know it's not enough, because I'm going to incur a loss, but I still need to pay a bill. That's the biggest obstacle. Whereas there will be days where I make money. There will be weeks where I make money. Two things. Number one, did I make enough money to pay all my bills? Number two, do I have enough money to continue? $1,200 is not a lot of money at all. It's so scary. It's so hard out here. I got a whole family. But I can't keep depending on these dispatchers, these emotionally unstable dispatchers who are working in companies that don't have enough business to justify the debt and the equipment and the employees as drivers that they take on. If you're going to take me on as a driver, you better make sure there's enough business to support my lifestyle. Not just my lifestyle, because I come to work for you based on what you said in your ad that you will pay me. If you cannot sustain that level of income, why are you advertising that level of income if you can't deliver? And so I don't even want to go into another rant. But anyways, $1,200, that's my obstacle. I want to make sure that it's like with $1,200, can I make enough money within a week to justify me quitting? That's the biggest obstacle. Because there will be losses in trading. There's losses in trading, and everything is at risk. Everything is at risk. So today I placed a trade on the S&P 500, right? I traded the SPX today. I bought a put at 46.85, and I bought a call at 47.75. This buying a put and a call, I basically purchased a long strangle. If price, the S&P 500, stays within my put and my call strikes, I lose 100% of the money that I paid for this morning. And I use $120. I use $120 to put on this trade. And if the S&P 500 does not move huge in either direction, up or down, I lose $120. Scary. I'm afraid. This is the emotion. I watch it every 30 minutes to see what's happening. I'm monitoring for continuation every 30 minutes. This is how I trade. This is my strategy. Long strangles. That's how I choose to play. Because I want to catch a big move. Big move is big money, life-changing money. Well, not necessarily life-changing money, but a big move is a move where it's like I can 10x my $120 for the next week. You feel me? So that's how I'm going. I could be wrong. I don't care. I'm in a desperate space right now, and something's got to shake. Something's got to move. Either the price has got to move or I got to move. Something's going to happen. And that's where I place my wager. Here's my disclaimer to you. If you are also into it with your job and you're struggling, like, stack up your bread. Stack up your money before you quit, because it's not easy out here. It's not easy at all. The probabilities of failure is extremely high. Like, you have a 99.99% risk of failure. I have such a high failure rate myself. Like, that's why I'm so scared. That's why I'm so afraid, because I know, like, the choice that I'm about to make there's a lot of problems and trouble that comes behind that choice. And everybody is different. You may have more money saved up than me, and maybe that is enough money for you to execute your trades. If you choose to try to trade for a living rather than work for a living, maybe whatever money you got saved up can help you along your journey. But me personally, I know I'm doing a lot. I'm taking a huge risk right now. I'm betting on myself. And when you, in your situation with your job, just make sure you're situated. Make sure you have enough money saved up that you can pay a few months worth of bills. Make sure you have your emergency savings fund in place. Make sure you do that before you make an irrational decision, because that's important. I have a family. My family could suffer. I hope they don't. I hope that I make it, and I hope that I am successful, and I hope that for yourself too. But I'm not delusional about the endeavor that I'm going to undertake. My advice to you, do not be delusional about the endeavor that you're going to take. The odds are stacked radically against you. The odds of failure is extremely high. Unless you have another stable job or a form of stable income, trading is hard. You're going to lose a lot of money. A lot of money, maybe all of your money. And so I say that to say, be very, like, if you're looking for inspiration right now, as of this video, I'm not your inspiration. There's no way that I can be. because I have not had the financial outward success to quit my job successfully. And so, like, don't use me as inspiration. Maybe you can, but I don't know. Just know that whatever you decide is going to be fraught, meaning full of traps, disappointments, setbacks, losses. It is. So, like, taking such a big risk, it's so scary, man. It's like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I'm so scared because I have a 1-year-old son, man. I love this little boy. And for ever since he was born, I've always provided for this little dude. We live together, him and my wife. We live together, and he's never gone without. There's never been a time where the light was shut off. I've been pretty stable financially, but like, I'm about to undergo a situation where I might not be as financially stable and as financially certain. And all I could think about is my son. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. But at the same time, like, I'm always putting my life and the life of my family in the hands of other people who play with me. Like, I've dedicated 6.5 years of my life to show up on time every single day for these people, for this job, this truck driving job. Like, there were times where they called me, I'm tired, and they're like, yo, can you, like, please, we need your help. And I show up for them. But now it's like, oh, we don't have any work. Oh, well. I'm like, but you're not going to at least pay me for my time? Like, you're going to bleed me out for a week with no pay after I, like, literally sacrificed for y'all? So there's a lot of emotions. Emotions is extremely high right now. And to all the fellas, and I'm speaking to the fellas, there could be female viewers, shout out to y'all. But to all the fellas, like, undergoing a transition, a financial transition, is a lot of stress. You're accustomed to standing on business, taking care of family, and doing the things that you should do as a man. If you feel like beaten down, you feel like the world is against you and you're depressed, and you like, a man shouldn't be depressed, a man should face up to challenges. Like, I get it, bro. Like, it's okay. It's okay to get emotional every once in a while. Cry, but like, suffer through the crying, though. Like, still try to do the best that you can with the world and making the very best decisions, even though you are emotionally distraught or not in a emotionally stable position. You're gonna go through it. You should expect to feel emotion as a man. Now, are you going to let your emotions debilitate you? Don't. You still have to act. But embrace the emotions, man. Embrace them. Embrace the stress. It does not make you any less of a man. Fear, they say, is a coward is immobilized by fear. A coward does not act. But courage, the difference between a coward and a courageous person is like, a person of courage acts in spite of fear. They are just as scared as the coward. The coward just runs or sits still, is immobilized, can't do nothing. But a man of courage acts in spite of fear, acts in spite of emotion. It's not an easy answer. Just know that, like, if you reach out to me, whatever you're going through, you will have my support. You will have my support, straight up, without a doubt. So, because I understand what it's like to transition, and like, your emotions are out of line because there's too much uncertainty about your future and the future of your family. So I get it. So every single day, I plan to wake up and just watch the market and make the very best decisions that I can. I'm fishing for big moves in the S&P 500 because I don't have a lot of money. Like, I can sell credit spreads. There's several ways to make money in the market, but I must be a directional trader because that's where the multiples on your money is possible. That's where the risk to reward is greater if you are a directional trader. And if you leverage options, which is highly leveraged, there's a lot of debt that goes into options. I think it's 100 to 1, because each contract, like whether you buy one call or one put, that's the equivalent of 100 shares. So you have a 1 to 100 ratio of leverage. So when you lose fast. When you win slow. But if you win big, it's big. It's several multiples of your money. That's what attracts me to options specifically. My strategy is to buy every single day, either buy a call or buy a put or buy both, depending on where I believe that the market is going. Today, the market gapped down. And it seems as if, because gap downs, usually there's gapping goes, gapping crabs. There's a whole different, there's a handful of characteristics of gap downs. And today I believe that the market could have, like, this gap down can result in a heavy selling to the downside. But at the same time, I bought a call to the upside in case the market is trying to psych me out of position, where it's like, yeah, we gap down, but we really gonna gap and fill. That means it gaps down and it fills to the upside. It just goes up. And it costs more money as a long straddle, but it's worth it. At the end of today, I'm going to describe to you whether I'm going to let you know if I made money or if I lost it. So thank you for tuning in. My name is Gallon Gone. I'm going to be reading the comment section. Gallon Gone.